We have been in, it's 18 months since we inherited COVID, and out of the 18 months, probably 7 months we have been in lockdown. And the balance months we were operating with 25 and 50% over the balance months, you know. So if you call this the fourth lockdown or fifth lockdown, I think it's the fourth lockdown, you want to name it the fourth lockdown. My appeal was very simple because, you know, we have come to a status that, you know, the association, the restaurant owners are finding it very difficult to meet, to have their ends meet. So at the end of the day, you have all the other supermarkets and various other places being opened up, right, with no restrictions, or they say there are restrictions, but there are absolutely no restrictions. And my point was, let us also open up with a 25% capacity. A is because now all the members and their staff have been vaccinated fully, right? So, and we are also wearing this badge saying, you know, we are vaccinated. And so we are saying, give us an opportunity to open, because we feel that this also brings money to the kitty of the government, you know. And at the end of the day, our staff are at home, we find it difficult to pay salaries, and we have been doing this for the last 18 months without any help. So that was our appeal, that give us an opportunity to open for 25%. So that's where it is. That was the reasoning. And I sincerely hope that they will give us that opportunity for us to open up. You see the countries like Greece, Thailand, I think the UK and a few other countries have opened up. I don't believe that you should shut economies down. You know, you need to work around these things, you know. By shutting, a country like Sri Lanka cannot afford to shut down, because what are you telling the world? That we are close to this by saying we are shut down. That means your whole country is shut down. So anybody coming in wants to do business, even in Sri Lanka, I'm going to say, hey, these guys are locked down. So what I'm trying to say is take a leap. For example, Thailand is opening up, Singapore is opening up. And those countries are heavily dependent on tourism. As much as we are very dependent on tourism, and there are lots of people who are engaged with the tourism industry and so many people losing jobs. So I think we need to take a leap from that. We as responsible citizens also have to understand that yes, there is a pandemic, we have to wear a mask, we have to have social distancing. So work around those aspects of it and get the country open. It has changed the thinking a lot, you know, personally, it has changed the thinking a lot. You see, we have never dealt with this. I mean, the country has never dealt with a thing of this nature. The world has not dealt with a thing of this nature. So we learned a lot, and we're yet learning. And what I like to say is that personally, the goalposts moved a bit for us from a restaurant perspective as well, because, you know, our retail brand, which was launched in 2018, that is my pastas, my sauces, and various other stuff which are in all the supermarkets right now, actually took a curve. It moved upwards, you know, because there was a demand for it, and yet there is a demand, because globally you can see that they are talking of food shortages and that kind of thing. So I see online platforms came up in Sri Lanka. A lot of people started doing delivery services. A lot of people started opening gourmet shops, online grocery stores. So we also learned a lot by that. We have also started to launch our delivery app as well. We have also understood from a cost point how we manage costs now. How do we manage staffing? How do we manage dealing with suppliers? How do you manage dealing with landlords? So saying all that, we have learned a lot. And so there's something positive which has come out of this COVID thing as well. It has changed the goalposts, but we have come to understand things better. Our businesses have also adjusted accordingly. And I think one thing I feel I'm very positive that things are going to really take off at some point in time, because people are going to go out, people are going to be vaccinated fully. I hope the booster comes back, and they give the booster as well. So people are going to get on with their lives, you know, and people are going to move about, and people are going to come out to venues, that is. And also you will see that people will be preferring to go out to open spaces and dining in open spaces, not being cooped up in air-conditioned venues. So from the time you enter any restaurants, we will definitely check temperature, sanitizing of your hands, and then also being able to make sure that all our staff are with their mask on. We are adhering to the social distancing aspect of it in our restaurants, where we would have to obviously social distance when customers sit down. Like I said before, all of our staff are going to be wearing a badge saying we are fully vaccinated. So from a customer's point of view, he or she will understand and will see that our staff are fully vaccinated. We will also be doing, we will be sanitizing our properties every week and ensuring that there's a clean environment, which we have to adhere to. So we have to adjust the goalpost, like I said before, but we are ensuring and we are making sure that we don't want another, shall I call it, relapse or a fifth wave. So it's left up to the individuals also to take responsibilities and make sure that we stick to all what we are talking about, And the customers also have to understand that they also play a huge part in this whole dining out, entertainment, all that. They also play a big part in it. So we as restaurateurs, and we request the customers also to understand that we are all having to work together to come out of this situation. We cannot do it alone, so we need everybody's cooperation. So all our staff, I mean, from a group point of view, or from a restaurant association point of view, a lot of the staff have not been able to come to work because the borders have been closed down. So it's very sporadic. You have, like I said from the outset, you have 18 months of COVID, 7 months of total lockdown. So a lot of the staff have not been able to come to work. There are certain venues which have been closed permanently. There are certain venues which is only doing delivery and stuff of that nature. So the staff obviously are totally impacted on this, because there are daily wages, there are service charges. You see, what we also have to understand that the hospitality industry depends a lot on service charges, So when you take out a service charge, that affects everybody, and their livelihoods, their families all depend on this job, So therefore, they are psychologically they are hit, and financially they are hit. So it's been a huge problem. The customers, the people will play a huge role in this whole post-COVID thing which is going to happen. So the customers do understand that, and they will obviously have to adhere to that. We are also considering, and I think it's going to be, the association is working on this, and I think personally we are only asking people who are vaccinated to come into our restaurants. We request everybody to bring their vaccination cards, so that we know that they are fully vaccinated, because we have customers who are calling us and asking us, are we allowing people who are not fully vaccinated to come into restaurants? So the customers also are worried about such things of that nature. So that's why I said, the customers will understand, and we will promote people to go and get the vaccine. By doing that, you will be left out, because I think the government will also have to, at some point of time, make a point where, say, you will be allowed to enter, for example, shopping malls, cinemas, gyms, restaurants, hotels, wherever, or even offices for that matter. If you're not vaccinated, then you won't be able to come in, or you have to stay at home and work from home, because we have to look at the larger picture in the whole thing. So we would like to see people who are fully vaccinated only bring in their cards and showing their cards to the security or to the managers, and we will log in and say yes, they are fully vaccinated. So we have something called like contact tracing. So we will expect that customers to adhere to those things as well.